Captain Insano shows no mercy, no mercy, no mercy, no mercy, no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Can y'all hear me now? All right, I think we're good now. But like I was saying, the Bears 14-0. It's looking good. The Lions continue to shoot themselves in the foot, but it just seems to me like it's a Bill Lazor show out there. You have David Montgomery. He's got 15 carries already, 15 carries, 65 yards, 2 tutties. Like this is exactly what you wanted to see. This is the offense I expected to see week 1. It just goes to show that when you hold on to something for so long, right? When even at all costs, it's like a bad relationship. You're trying to hold on to a bad relationship, and I think that's what Matt Nagy was doing with the play calling. It's like you hold on for so damn long till it becomes unreconcilable. You can't even be friends with the person. Look at what could have been week 1, week 2, week 3. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and bring in one of the smoke fellas, DY. Never. Are y'all up? Can I see DY? What's up, man? Pretty good, man. Bears sacked the shit out of me. They're surprising me in the first. The running, the 15 carries by David Montgomery. You got a good mix of play action with Justin Fields. Justin's able to get out of the pocket. He's able to do some things. It's not it's not the shit show we saw last week.
The one thing that stands out for me, you look at the stat line. Well, obviously running the ball and passing the ball. To credit himself as being this quarterback whisperer. Obviously, his game plan, his scheme has not worked for the past few weeks. It was obvious from the jump for me. Bill Lazor was calling. You come out of the gate, you start this. Justin Fields' ability to stretch the play. Seen multiple occasions where he made have eluded a tackler, eluded a sack, and been able to sit in that pocket, look downfield, find his target, plays, and is also giving the Bears now an opportunity to stretch the field. And I think those are the two most glaring things coming out of what I today. You on mute.
I'm sorry. I was saying it looks like for the Lions, it looks like they look pretty good. And then all of a sudden they shoot themselves in the foot. They keep moving the ball on the Bears defense. They've been in the red zone a couple times, but give credit, the Chicago Bears defense was able to go ahead and take the ball away and stop them on 2 of those drives. So I'm just trying to figure out what Lions team we're going to get in this second half, because right now I feel like this game should be at the very least 14-10.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. The Bears are really lucked up with the turnover. I think one thing that kind of worrying me right now, the run. The Lions are not really necessarily for. They've been able to move the ball down the field, use up that clock. I'm really kind of concerned, but obviously going into halftime, you make those adjustments. I'm looking for Sean Desai to go in and make his job. I actually like to see him blitz a little bit more because we're getting pressure on Goff, but he's eluding tackle, and he's done that. He was doing that when he was with the Rams against playing the Bears. He's good at eluding tacklers, but I think if we get a little bit more pressure by blitzing, I think we could probably see a different story in the second half. Truth be told, Bears defense is playing great.
No, Bears defense is playing fantastic, and it's the offense like we keep watching. I want to keep watching that offense because I love the way they came out. I need to believe it some more. You need to continue this on the entire game. I need to see about maybe 10 more rushes, 10, 15 more rushes from David Montgomery. I like the fact that he's the guy on the field, that you're leaving David out on the football field, and it's not so much you're replacing him with Damian Williams just to be cute. You're leaving him out on the football field. And I mean, both touchdown runs were just angry, put my foot in the ground, run your ass over type of runs. You are not going to deny David Montgomery on either of those runs. So, to me, it's just stick with the plan. You obviously have a game plan from today than you did last week. You obviously have a legit game plan. Stick with the game plan. Allow your defense to be running free, because I feel like the defense is just free flowing right now. The defense is just moving at will. They do what they want to do. They're not getting home as much, but they're there. Like you said, Goff has been moving around. He did elude pressure. That last one was very nice. That last drive before they went ahead and fumbled, I thought there was, and like I said, DY, I was like, both times I was like, they're going in. I'm like, they're going in. Like, this is going to be a tie game, or they're going to have 3 points. And it just, like I said, defense did their job. I need the offense to score more points. We're talking about 20 points, 20 plus points wins games for this Bears defense. It could win games for this Bears defense. I need to see that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think the one thing coming out into the second half, number one, that defense continue doing what they've been doing. They get a lot of pressure on Goff. The pressure is there. The knockdowns are there. The hurries are there. But one thing I'd like to see them is to be able to get home. Secondary is playing a lot better than I expected them to play. But at the same time, I do see those glaring holes. I do see Detroit exploiting some of those mismatches. But at the end of the day, if their ability to make turnovers, stop them on third down, stop them on fourth down, because they're going to go for it on fourth down, the Bears will continue to roll in this game, and I don't see anything but a win coming from Chicago.
I hope so. It's just refreshing to watch the team with the bounce. It's just refreshing to watch the team have some type of rhythm to it, as opposed to predicting what the hell they're going to do. I feel like once you saw how David Montgomery was running the ball, once you saw how they were mixing it, and then all of a sudden you saw that play action, then you see the bomb to Mooney, I was like, okay, now we're ready. Like, why couldn't we? And I hate beating a dead horse, but it's like, why can't we just have done this week one? We might have we might give somebody their run for their money. I'm not saying we're beating the Rams or we're beating the Browns, but if you look at last week, we're only down 7 points. 7 points going into the fourth quarter or late in the third.
Yep.
If you're able to score points, if you're able to find some type of success like they're doing today, and I know it's Detroit, but if you were able to build a game plan similar to this last week, I think you give yourself a chance. And the Bears might have surprises. But ifs or buts and shit. But I want to go stick with today. The Bears are doing it. I like how they're moving. I like how David's running. I like the fact that Nagy's out of the scene and he's just kind of coaching. This is the Bears team I wanted to see all year long.
I totally agree. And I think one thing left to be said, and we've talked about this for the last couple of weeks, Justin Fields' progression. You now have the ability to see him progress, to see him get comfortable. Yes. To see him get more comfortable with the game plan and the scheme, and him feeling relaxed back there, because that's when he is at his best. When he's even with him being under pressure, under duress, you can see him make moves, get outside of the pocket. Hopefully, going into the second half, I'd like to see a little bit more play action to see if he can extend the plays. But Justin Fields' progression in this game, just in the first half of this game, has spoke volumes from one play caller to another. It's only going to do.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Do what? Go ahead. Do what?
I was gonna say it's just gonna continue to build his confidence.
Yeah, it's just comfortability. I feel like you see a more settled Justin Fields. You know, he's not bouncing as much. They set that blitzer when he spun out of it.
Yep.
That looked like the same blitz Buffalo gave them.
Yeah.
That looked like the same blitz Buffalo gave him in the preseason with the free the linebacker coming free off the edge, and Justin he was able to pick it up this time, spin out and do something with it. And like you said, progression with Justin Fields is all that's all we should care about this season. I mean, if the playoffs come, awesome. But if Justin gets better, that's the focus. DY, thanks, man. Thanks for joining us. Hey, enjoy out there. I'll hit you guys up for the post game, and we'll chop it up then. All right.
Absolutely, man. Thanks a lot.
Peace. All right, guys. Just to get to some stuff around the league, some of the games around the league. Marco's game, and I know Marco's out in where the hell they got the Meadowlands. Over in New Jersey. Titans up 9-7 going into the third quarter. It's a real close game. I was expecting more out of the Titans, but maybe the home field advantage is doing something for them. Maybe the New York smog is doing something. I don't know, but we'll see. The Ryan Tannehill is 12 of 16, 123 yards. Derrick Henry 12 carries for 50 yards, and then you have 2 carries from Nichols. 2 receptions from Nichols, 2 receptions from Chester Rogers, and 2 from Henry. When you don't have 2 of your top receivers out, it's going to be tough. I still expect them to win and win handily. You're gonna have to do a lot more than what you're doing right now if you're Tennessee. Going to some other games around the league, KC leads Philadelphia 21-13. There's a good defensive battle in Dallas. Carolina up 14-13. Over the Dallas Cowboys, 7-7 Giants over the Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Cleveland up 11-7 over Minnesota. Buffalo is beating Houston 16-0. Indy up 7-3 over Miami. Washington is losing 13-17 over Atlanta, and we have 2 games. No, actually, we don't have 2 games. That's it. Yeah. Atlanta up 17 over Washington, and that's pretty much all the games on for right now. Some good ones out there. I'm surprised that Philly's staying with KC right now, but hey, we'll see how long that lasts. All right, guys, we're going to get back to action. Bears, looks like you might have – oh, no. Good defense by Duke Shelley. Bears look like they're going to be able to take over the ball here. We're going to go ahead and talk to you guys in the postgame. I'm Ivan Vargas. This has been the All Day Football Show. See you in the post.
Captain Insano shows no mercy. No mercy. No mercy. No mercy. No mercy.
Straight cash, homie.